Hi. Wait, ready? Hi. Um, I'm playing Pikmin Bloom at the moment, and like, I only started playing it the other day. You know, there's not really anything exciting going on, so to speak. And to be honest with you, I don't really understand what the purpose of it is. I kind of thought, um, I kind of thought it was going to be like Pokemon Go, because like it's made by Niantic, and you know it's involved like walking and getting stuff. But no, it's nothing like Pokemon Go, and it's like you go around, you plant flowers in places, and you get to like make a diary as you go. And you can like send each other postcards, but it's like you can put pictures into the diary, and you can be like, hey, today I did this, this is what I saw. The text is flipped. You don't need to read the text. I'm just like showing you that there's like pictures and stuff, you know. I do deliberately mirror my camera because I'm used to, you know how you're used to seeing yourself a certain way. I used to stream without my camera flipped, and I always felt like I looked really weird because I'm so used to seeing myself in the mirror. So now I've changed it. So I don't know if it looks weird to other people, but it looks fine to me, and this is what I look like in real life. So now I feel normal and cool. But yeah, I don't know. If you're looking for something to play, that's like not really a game, Pikmin Bloom is fun to at least check out a little bit if that's kind of the thing you're interested in. I don't know. I'm really like permanently burnt out on Pokemon Go. I was never really super into it, but I gave Pokemon Go a good shake, and I fell off of it, and every now and again I'll give it a go and be like, oh, I'll try it, but it's not really my type of game. What is it with mobile games and like being so shit? I don't even mean like in terms of like mobile practices and stuff. I just mean like, you know, you obviously have to have like a constant internet connection for so many of them, and they control really bad, and in a lot of instances they don't run well, and I don't understand why. Pokemon Go is one of those games that like every time I open it, I'm like, you can feel everything like kind of slow down a bit. The frame rate is like juttery, and it's like it's awkward to control. The menus aren't responsive. It's all just a really like viciously unpleasant experience, mobile game practices aside, and then you get to mobile game practices and it's even worse. So I don't know. I to this day, yeah, I agree with you, Lewis. I keep trying mobile games and I can't play any of them, to be honest with you. I'm recommending Pikmin Bloom, not because I think it's the one that's gonna break out, but it's just what I'm interested in at the moment, you know. I'm not like itching to get back into it or anything. It's just a couple times a day I'll check it, like I'll walk to work, you know, and if I've got some time before I start working, I'll check and be like, oh, I did this many steps, so I got this Pikmin, yay. Oh, today I did this, to be honest with you, the slightly dungaree shoulder has come off. My go-to mobile entertainment is the Kindle app. I have Picross on my phone, and that's what I play on the tube when listening to like a podcast or music or something. I have a Kindle that I fully intend on using. It's just I haven't put any books on it yet. Picross requires a level of dexterity not available on the central line. Yeah, I make like I reckon about 99 out of 100 of my mistakes, because I don't really make many mistakes when I play Picross. Not because I'm a super genius, but because, you know, it's a brain teaser. It's not supposed to be hard. But every time I make a mistake, it's because I fat fingered the wrong square or something, or, you know, it's never me getting the puzzles wrong. It's me not having dexterity available to me because I'm on the Bakerloo line going. So yeah, I'm not thrilled about that. but it's entertaining. It makes the time go. St. Peter Park of level of bad luck causing to hit the wrong square. Exactly. But yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't really fuck with hello. Right. Yeah, I don't really fuck with mobile games generally. I find I would rather be doing anything else on my phone other than playing a game most of the time. And to be honest, I find that quite sad because I've tried like Apple Arcade, I've tried the Google Play Pass, and like Netflix has games too. And there is just so many things wrong with it. With just like mobile games in general. And I'm not doing the predatory microtransaction type shit. It's just general. Just not a comfortable experience to play.
Stick's not responding.
So this is Return to Grace.
Can you take control?
The storm is interfering with my
puzzle game's
senses.
the best adapted to mobile. Yeah. I played
Hold on.
Impact in 10, 9.
Monument Valley.
Oh, there it is.
Mobile. That was really good. But then I downloaded Monument Valley 2 and it was just like not.
Addy,
It's exactly the same game,
Addy,
and I
please
realized I
respond.
wasn't in any way interested.
My everything.
Sorry,
hurts.
I'll give attention to
been
the
out for
game.
nearly an hour.
What's our status, Alan?
We've crashed.
Yeah, I got that.
My hull is intact. Thrusters 2 and 4 are damaged and will require realignment.
So will my back. Can you let me out?
Not before we talk about your suit.
Okay, talk.
I'm reading green on seals, green on batteries. Thermals are, well, not green, but fine, and you have 5.35 hours of oxygen, maybe 6 if we run the scrubbers hot. But Addy, we've had this discussion before. You won't have
Alan,
enough to...
It's fine. I have a plan.
I'm concerned that...
I have a plan.
Understood.
Now, open the hatch.
I think he's sweet.
The canopy hydraulics are not responding. You'll have to pull the manual release.
I was ready for that.
Seriously. This stupid piece of junk.
I'm right here.
Ugh.
So I assume that's like a ship AI, right?
Visibility's terrible. Any sign of the spire?
I'm not picking up anything new, just the original beacon signal. You'll need to use your wayfinder to locate an entry point, if there is one.
It's nice that
All right.
the AI doesn't
Let's figure out
seem
where you're at,
particularly
Grace.
sassy or evil.
You know the beacon could be anything.
He just seems
A lost
nice.
colony, a relay station.
200 distinct oral histories can't be wrong, Alan. Grace is here.
These
believe this
sound effects
storm.
sound familiar.
Where would this have come from?
Oh, the
There is
reflections in the
regular
glove. Did you see
engineering
that?
on other moons. I
Ooh.
think it's safe to assume that Ganymede is not an exception.
There's something man-made here.
Is that? How? Where? Where are you seeing this?
There's a little bridge here. There wouldn't be much sense of building this if we weren't within walking distance of the spire.
By all estimates, the beacon is within 400 meters.
This looks climbable.
Oh, I didn't expect the climbing to be like a little cutscene. I thought that would just be like teaching me how to
Which
mantle.
way here?
I don't think I would trust. Like, okay. You could jump that, right? I think I would sooner jump it. Okay, no, that's a lie. Me when I lie. It's not even swaying. Yeah, yeah. Seems pretty sturdy. Hey, this is what I'm fucking saying.
Yep, there goes the back again.
What happened?
Fell into a stupid fissure. Looking for a new way to reach the spire. Or at least someplace where it will be easier to find my body.
I feel like I should be able to jump, you know? Oh, he has a face. Do you like him? Isn't he sweet? Skitty. Me when I eat too much skitty. I think I
Looks a
left a
little
bit more
tight.
for you than I had. I shouldn't have eaten that
It's opened up
pepperoni.
again.
I didn't need it. I wasn't hungry. I just desired it.
The surface temperature is dropping. We can't maintain your thermals much longer.
We're close. I can feel it.
I wish I shared your optimism.
Are these the man-made structures?
Oh my god. This has to be it.
What are you seeing, Addie?
I'm looking at what must be the spire superstructure.
Oh, can he not see what we see?
There's a destroyed surface ladder. I'll need to find another way in.
Yeah, it seems fine. Oh. Never mind.
I can't imagine how something this big has gone undetected for this long.
Bowl of ramen noodles or some soy sauce. That sounds
500-year-old
good.
storm?
I don't know. Doesn't seem possible.
Alright. Hello.
I can see an exhaust port that might be low enough to jump to.
Right.
Did you make it, Addie?
I'll let you know
Would have been
in one
better
sec.
if I had the willpower to add ingredients or anything. Oh, willpower or
I'm in.
ingredients. Yeah.
All right, Grace.
Love a fried
Let's
egg.
find out what you've been up to for the past 900
Obsessed with a fried egg in my ramen. Also, this was quite an imposing shot. I'm a big fan. I think this really is a walking simulator in every sense of the word. The problem with egg is you need to cook it so true.
years. Hope my light still works.
Where am I? Ooh.
You should see this spooky tunnel I'm in, Alan.
And why would I want that?
Come on, you're not excited?
You crash-landed me in a frozen hellscape and left me for salvage.
10 years of research, not to mention 6 months of spaceflight, are about to pay off.
But at what cost?
Don't ruin this for me.
But at what cost? This is like TAC without the platforming and fighting. You're so right.
Looks like a bit of a labyrinth.
TAC Thursday
Stop
returns.
picking up the signal ahead.
And you can still hear me?
Loud and clear, buddy. The structure looks to be in decent condition.
Another good sign.
Every game is a TAC-like. Finally, the first TAC-like video game.
Everything about this place looks 30th century to me. It's the right era, the right size.
Don't say it, Addie. We've had our hopes dashed before.
Well, these can't be powered. Must be airflow in the tunnels. I have to say, there's more atmosphere than I was expecting.
Not nearly enough to survive.
Let me know if you can hear it okay, by the way. It might be too quiet. I should clarify as well. This is
Looks like the tunnels can be air sealed.
I'm
guessing large parts of the station can be pressurized.
not horror or anything like that. I don't think.
This one's broken. I think I can crawl through.
Sounds good, thank you.
Jeez. That's gotta be over 15 meters.
And if gravity here is 1/6 of that on Earth, then a 15-meter fall here would be the equivalent of falling less than 3 meters at standard G, which you've mastered a couple of times already on the moon's surface.
Ah, it's probably fine.
I could calculate outcome probabilities based on previous drop impacts if you've already jumped, haven't you?
Yeah. 3 meters is a fair distance drop. To be fair, I was thinking
Gosh, I
that,
hope this is the
but
right
then
way.
I realized that I'm not like a explorer, right? See, I feel like it wouldn't be telling me to shuffle. This should be a slide.
Okay, this is slick.
Oh.
Addy?
Oh no.
See? That's fine.
Whoa.
Oh, a cube.
Are you hurt, Addy?
I'm working on it. The structure is enormous.
Why would you say that?
This has to be the Gray Spire, Alan.
And there it is. The perfect setup for disappointment.
I found the beacon. The transmitter is on some sort of console.
It must be part of a control network for the megastructure.
You think we can make a connection here?
Theoretically, if you run a scan, I can attempt to connect.
Okay. Yay!
The interface language is quite old and sophisticated, but we should be able to calibrate your computer to interact. You can use your gyroscope to sync with the terminal. I have the first calibration position. The meter will indicate when you are close.
Oh, this is fun.
First position is locked. Second calibration position is up. That's 2, and here's the final position. That's it. We're in. Accessing the network now.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh,
Oh. Uh-oh.
Shit. Alan, you there?
Alan?
Alan?
Hello,
Ha!
a visitor. Let's have a look.
Where's Alan? Who is this?
Who is this? Who are you? Entering a home without knowing its host.
So
you-
true.
Grace?
Good question. I'm not entirely Grace. I'm running on just a small part of her logic processing.
Grace is still here.
And what brings you here?
My name is Adamari Ito. I'm an explorer.
I must apologize, Adamari. It would appear I have lost much of my capacity. I cannot see very far beyond the room we are in.
I've lost connection with my ship's AI.
You won't need Alan here. I can show you around.
Will you be able to let me out of this room?
Of course. But until we are able to restore power to the station, I will require your assistance.
I
There should
like
be a manual
her.
winch set in the floor at the foot of one of the sliding doors.
Did I just misunderstand what?
Look for a hinged floor grate at the foot of one of the doors.
A hinged floor grate. Are you hinged? No.
This must be it.
Working the winch will open the door.
Do you know where Grace has been all this time?
Grace went somewhere?
She's been gone for hundreds of years.
I am running on a very old server. My memories predate the completion of the Gray Spire.
Grace ushered in humanity's golden age. Peace across the system, booming interplanetary trade,
Ooh.
scientific marvels, colonies beyond the orbit of Neptune. And then she was gone, and it all fell apart.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Well, you're a lot more than an archaeologist usually gets.
Using my laptop for the first time once and somehow please tell me why the hash button has moved.
The first step to
above
restoring
the ends
Grace
button.
is to bring
Right?
the Spire's
It's terrible.
power station back online.
I think the
Let's do
layout
it.
of your keyboard
I'll
is
light the
terrible
way.
on your laptop.
What do I do here?
This is a security panel. I am decrypting the pattern now. Ah, yes. Simple enough. You'll need to light up 9 buttons, forming a square at the center of the panel.
No-
Okay.
What?
The 9 buttons in the center.
That is what I said.
If you're not Grace, then what do I call you?
I don't believe there are any identification strings in my base logic that would suffice.
I'll call you Logic then. For now. Till we have a better idea of who you are. And, you can call me Addie.
I will refer to you as Addie, then. Until we have a better idea of who you are.
Ooh. Sinister.
So what exactly are you?
The station's emergency server had
I like
defaulted
my
to
laptop.
Grace's original logic processing.
But it's so old.
That's me, as you've suggested.
It's basically a
The server
glorified web
can also
browser.
run a program dedicated to the control of infrastructure, and a third system dedicated solely to empathizing with and
Even that it's not
understanding
very good at.
humans. When power is restored, Grace's primary servers should come online, and we will become some small part of Grace's consciousness. Go ahead and activate the elevator.
I'm so mad that I can't just replace the CPU in it. Yeah, your laptop's not that bad, to be fair, Jaden. It's just... It's not got a lot to it, is all. And you were quite... You
This looks like
budgeted
metallic
quite
rock.
hard as well.
The power station is set into the spire's foundation stone.
The foundation stone would have been an asteroid, right?
Acts
Most
like it is,
certainly.
yeah.
About 50 cubic kilometers, from what I can recall.
Amazing. Most accounts of Grace's origins talk about an asteroid being pulled from the heavens. That makes sense. There wouldn't be any construction resources on Ganymede and nothing to anchor the structure. I can't imagine the effort it would have taken to redirect an asteroid that big. We don't do anything like that today. Can you open this?
With some difficulty. I will need to direct power from logic to control processing. And I will not function at the same cognitive level until full power is restored.
What do you mean, at the same level?
Good luck, Addie.
Is she gone?
You still there?
Where would I have gone?
You sound a little different.
Just stronger. The voice of control resonates through the very walls of the structure.
I like him.
I shall start the turbine after you prime the generators that open the spillway.
And this turbine still works?
It worked before, and it will work again. You shall find the generators on the platform at the other side of the room.
Alrighty. What's the crane for?
Go to the 3 generators overlooking the turbine.
That doesn't answer my question. Sony Vaio. But is the Sony a netbook?
You must prime the generators first.
Makes sense.
Or am I making that up?
These look like crystal core processors. Amazing. You can find the material to build one of those today.
Enough, Addie. You must go to the generators.
It's an odd series of laptops. Yeah, but I wasn't sure if it was like the the
So,
really, really
why do you
small
need me to
laptops.
start these?
Or if it was just a
A
old clunky one.
time-honored failsafe of including human hands in the operation of this station.
It wasn't small. Oh. Cool. I had a netbook. I inherited it from my nan. And she had it for like 5 years. And it was outdated when she got it. Netbooks were terrible, weren't they? Missing equipment. Actually, a big old lump, like my Acer Aspire. I had an Acer Aspire
Someone
as
ripped
well.
this apart.
For the last time, go to the generators.
Are they not the generators? I don't understand. Are these not the
Or
generators?
sabotage, maybe.
Why do you insist on being so insolent? Go to the generators.
Are these not the generators? Oh, dumbass.
So, do you share memories with the logic processor?
Indeed, we are all part of Grace. Aspects of her infinite power. Shadows of what was, and promises of what will be. I was the light that shone in the darkness. I was the hand that divided the firmament. The turbine has failed us.
That's not good.
I must call upon you to cast out the wicked instrument.
The
What?
what?
The broken turbine. You must go to it now.
Alright.
Why do you speak like that? Intel Core 2 Duo. The Core 2 Duo was like good for the time.
Going down.
Not good though. To
I'm safe
clarify.
to be down here, right?
You shall not be harmed. You must uncouple the safety latches.
That sounds unsafe.
It is not.
I like him. He speaks like he's reading the Bible.
You must now go to the magnetic crane.
You're sure I'll be able to fix this?
If you trust in my word, yes.
The voice in my head during Mist, yeah. I love Mist. I've been wanting to play, what's the new Mist? Riven? Yeah. You just beat me. Well, it appeared the same time I said it, which means you presumably sent it first.
You must first cast out the old turbine.
Riven is the remake of the sequel to Mist. Riven. The remake looks spectacular,
Now,
though.
cast aside the wretched unit.
I love this one. Secure the keys!
Now you shall place the new turbine.
Everett?
Hello?
Everett, is that you?
Everett.
Grace?
Everett.
Behold my power.
What's happened?
I am reborn. Humanity will once again flourish in the brightness of my glory.
This isn't right. Our processing has not combined. Grace has not been restored.
I think she was here for a moment. She was calling to someone. Do you know who Everett is?
No. With power restored, my mind is clearer, sharper. But I could not tell you who Everett is.
You must leave this place at once. Return to your vessel and spread word of my return. From Sol's fiery core to the icy Kuiper expanse, all must know.
I've hijacked the volume control. I don't feel like this is going to be a short commandment. We'll see how long before he notices.
It took me nearly a year to get here. I want to know if Grace can be brought back.
There is more complex to explore if you head back to the control room through which you entered.
Okay.
We should determine where in the megastructure my central processors are located. Perhaps along the way you may learn more about this Everett.
I forbid you to linger a moment longer.
And he's back.
Like a divine comet, dive from the outer reaches and spread light and understanding to the inner
Please.
worlds.
I'm not leaving.
Yet more insolence.
So true.
These look like cartridges.
I have prototype designs in memory for something similar. They
Oh,
are
the stanky
unused
leg.
recording devices.
Recording devices? Why so many?
I have no record of how they were used.
Do you know what these are?
I have no record. They are likely parts to support the workings of this station.
Project End Station. This game looks nice. It's got quite a solid visual design. It's a little bit like, don't quite know what the word is, but it's nice. I like it.
So, are there any accounts as to why Grace was shut down in the first place?
There's no electronic record at all. That would have been lost during the Great Dark Age.
Dark Age?
Much of humanity's record-keeping would have been managed by Grace. So, when she went down 900 years ago, so did the ability to record what happened. The research that led me here was based on oral histories mostly. And
Oral
some
histories?
artifacts we
Just like
uncovered on
people
Earth and
talking to each
Mars.
other?
Relay devices that
Like
were once
the,
connected to Grace's network.
What are
And we
the,
share an interest
what
in
are the
shedding
magic
light on
wielders
this
in
dark
Castlevania
age.
called? I want to call them messengers, but I don't think that's what they are. Losers. You're so fucked.
From what I can tell, there is some sort of transit system on the other side of the control room.
Seekers,
which should
yeah.
lead you to the other parts of the spire.
Oh.
I will illuminate the door leading to this transit system.
Oh, I assume it's the illuminated door. Speakers. Yes, sorry, speakers, you're right.
Alas, I require your nimble fingers again.
Mm.
Alright, what's the pattern?
Another easy one. The Phoenician letter Taw.
Who would know that?
I don't know. Perhaps an archaeologist? How about the Greek letter Chi?
Hello?
The Roman numeral 10?
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
This is not the way to your ship.
Do you believe Grace could have done something to cause humans to turn on her?
Like what?
Like becoming too overbearing?
Humans would have been given no reason to question my bearing.
It's one of my theories, yes.
Mm. Oh, can you see the tearing? Oh, actually, looking in the preview window, you can't. I guess it would make sense for me to basically always have VSync on, right? Just like that fixed. Let me know if it looks more stuttery for you, because I think that my
This must be
screen
the main
refresh rate might be
entrance.
different.
I'm guessing the landing pad is on the other side of the big doors.
That's correct, Addie. Though the pad appears to be buried under meters of ice.
Oh my god, is that why Kyle was asking where Will was? Because there's a sitcom called Will and Grace. That completely went over my head. Depends on how powerful your system is. As long as you always render above 760, we should notice the difference. I just wasn't sure if because... Oh, my camera's gone strange. Normally, if it's not I don't remember what the word is, divisible by the overall refresh rate. So I can render at 120 and it will more evenly show at 60. But if I render at 75, which is what my refresh rate is, it can look a bit stuttery in my experience, but I might be just making that up. If it looks fine for you, I don't really give a shit.
What are these for?
They appear to be terminals for processing visitors to the spire, but they no longer store any useful information.
First time doesn't count, I wasn't here yet. I mean, apparently so.
Is this an airlock?
Yes, the spire beyond this point can be pressurized. I assume your suit has limited oxygen?
I have about 5 hours left.
That's quite a risk you're taking. Were you assuming station life support could be restored?
Well, can it?
I believe so. But for reasons I'll never understand, life support is controlled by empathy processing. I suppose they had to give it something to do. I will enable that programming now.
I hope empathy is nice
Hello,
and
Addie.
emotional.
Hello. So you're going to get oxygen going?
The process has already begun, my friend. No rush. If you let me accompany you along the path ahead, I can balance the environment to your life force as we walk.
Oh, here we go.
If you do drop, then you drop hard. Yeah.
Wow. How are these plants still intact?
They must have been subject to a very sudden drop in temperature while still alive.
Hmm.
What is this place?
Lods.
Remaining connected to one's natural world is important for a person's well-being. A fitting starting point for those entering the structure, don't you think?
I like empathy. 11 bottles of milk soda, 4 long
Do you
men's.
recognize any of the objects in this
Sakura
section of the
gumi.
garden?
Gumi?
I'd love to know what you think of them. For the calibration process.
I like them.
This must be Terra Classical, or made in the style.
The ancient Greeks boarded their ships and set out to explore the world, discover its gods, and conquer its monsters. You are an explorer, Addie. But are you here to meet a god or to slay some beast, I wonder?
Am I doing this right?
You are doing splendidly.
I
I'm
like
sorry.
empathy.
This cannot possibly be necessary.
Temperature preferences can vary considerably between individuals. Careful calibration is essential.
How about above freezing and we proceed?
It's really up to Addie. If you don't wish to consider more objects, I can set the temperature within a survivable range, and you can move on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
I like it.
This statue could be outer colonial. It's simple, but it's quite beautiful, I guess.
And why would its beauty matter?
People like pretty things.
A human truth spanning thousands of years.
What's the point of this, Addie?
I'm an explorer. I'm here to learn. This looks like Pacific Revival. Part of an archway, maybe.
Black
That's a pretty
Thunder.
big
What's
piece
Black
of shit all
Thunder?
this
Is that
way.
energy drink? It
So
sounds
it
like
must
energy
be
drink.
important, even though it's no longer holding up a roof.
I guess its purpose has changed.
As can happen with people, too. You're not a planner, are you?
I've been told that.
I like empathy. Black Thunder is like a
Do you
chocolate
see
bar.
them, Addie?
Oh.
Life in perfect stillness. The
Um,
flowers defying the hoarfrost, as you have defied the emptiness of space to arrive here.
I guess.
Which one are you?
Pardon me?
Which one of these blooms best embodies your spirit?
Seriously?
It's important I know these things in the balancing of illuminatory ergonomics.
Fancy words do not make this any less idiotic.
Go ahead, Addie. There are no wrong choices.
Aww. This is nice.
By all means, take your time if you need it.
I like this one.
A wonderful choice. You're driven by curiosity. A search for something truly special has brought you to the spire. I'm making the lighting adjustments now. Perfect timing. The room is fully compressed and we can go about setting oxygen levels.
Call me old-fashioned, but how about the traditional 21%?
Go ahead and seat yourself at the center of the pergola.
What are the chances this locks you out of a good ending? Oh, I was thinking about that, but I was like, surely not.
Very good. Now,
Doesn't
when
feel
you're
like that
ready,
type of game.
You can remove your helmet.
My helmet?
Of course. You can't sample the air I've prepared with it on.
And you're sure it's safe?
Your well-being is the most important thing, Addie. I'm certain it is safe.
If you pick the wrong flower, you just die here.
Now I want you to take a deep breath. A nice, deep breath. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1, and no. I want you to take a slow, deep breath and hold it until I tell you to release.
Wait, I did that, didn't I?
Deep as you can, Addie. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. And when you're ready, another deep breath in.
I have a feeling the other AI is not
Fill
going to be
those
happy with
marvelous
this.
lungs. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Very good, Addie. Feel all that built-up stress from your long journey here release.
Why does it feel like
into the
empathy is
ether.
trying to kill
Please
you?
Shut out any negative energy and take in another life-nurturing breath.
It does feel like empathy is trying to kill me, huh?
Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Wonderful.
Even the station has a limited supply of oxygen.
Next, I want you to really open your body by reaching up toward the sky.
Why are you making me do yoga?
Wonderful. How's that feel, Addie?
Kinda nice?
And we're almost done the calibration. For our last exercise, I will ask you to stand up.
Okay.
I want to move off of this
Now.
platform.
Once you're centered, you can hold your hands in a relaxed position in front of you. Now transfer your weight onto one foot. I want you to hold that for 10 seconds.
Okay.
What could this possibly have to do with oxygen levels?
It's about balancing.
Literal balancing? Unbelievable.
Almost there.
Jeez.
Let's try again.
Floor is going to open up beneath you. That's what it feels like.
Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and that's 10 seconds. Excellent,
Empathy is an
Addie.
AI, right?
We've
Yeah.
done great work here today. I've made note of these settings for the other parts of the station.
So we can move to the transit system now?
The door out is just up the stairs past the flowers.
Okay. Yay. Wish they'd have done a little bit to like Gladysify her voice slightly. I think I like how they are. I like that they all seem quite distinct.
I'll do my best to get the oxygen mix just right in the rest of the
I was just
station.
saying at the
Just let
start,
me know if
I'm
anything is
glad
not quite working for
I'm
you.
glad that they're
You
not
don't
like
suspect Grace was shut down in a human conflict?
evil or sassy.
Maybe.
They hear her
Or you
lips
were
smacking.
abandoned
That's okay.
over time.
Abandoned?
We've walked away from a lot of great things. Very cool.
These tracks move transport pods to other levels of this
Simulated.
complex.
Let's see if we can get this thing working.
Like how, you know, the current voice version of ChatGPT like breathes and stuff, and it's really weird.
You wouldn't build a system like this if you didn't need to move a lot of people, which bodes well for finding something cool at the other end.
Creech does that, yeah.
This must be the transit control room. Looks like people worked here. No power?
There is no current running to this console.
Have you heard the crazy shit
Control will be
we
required
make
to
Kip
reroute
Screecher
power.
do? I mean,
And you defied my wishes to tell the
Not
solar
recently.
system of my return.
I'm just looking for answers, boss.
I am the only answer.
Kip only really streams when I'm at work, so
Control?
I'm really upset to say I
Fine.
normally miss
Where's
their
the
streams.
electrical access for the room?
But like,
To the left of the rear door. But as I said, you will need control to reroute power to the console.
This era of electronics is dead simple. Won't hurt to take a look.
yeah, I really liked the like Tomodachi lifestyle voice that Creature had for a while. But I also know that TTS is a like pain in the arse to have reliably as well. And I think the current voice is pretty good still.
This looks like a welder's jetpack.
I'm liking
It's been
Stalker. Good.
disassembled for some reason.
I don't know how long it is, but
This one looks to be in working
it's
order.
kind of immersive simmy, or am I making that up?
This should show the power status of the room's various systems. Well, nothing in the room is
Professor
on
Helper
standby.
here.
As I'd said,
I'm gonna have to look at the breakers.
My name is
My dad worked on older machines for a living.
My nickname is Kiri.
They're not predictable things. They have quirks.
I sense that there is joy in this work for Addie.
well, I can tell you there is no joy running to any of those breakers.
Sometimes a good whack will knock something into place.
It's worth a try.
Why is he not talking?
Well,
I don't
there's your
know.
problem
I need
right
to look
there.
into that.
Someone's removed the entire power relay.
As I told you,
So why can't Control help us? Isn't he programmed to serve humans?
He's more accustomed to tasks like maintaining power grids across entire planets, while I'm very much attuned to the needs of individuals.
What about you, Logic?
I apparently offer wisdom to the wind,
You activated Control and Empathy.
for all the good that did us.
Is there another configuration we can call on?
Grace's core processors contain only these 3 systems.
Oh, really?
Can you combine the systems? Take the edge off control with a little empathy?
I suppose it's possible, but there's no telling what the outcome of something like that would be.
Could it be any worse than control?
It can always be worse.
It sounds like a wonderful idea, Addie.
You're right. What do I know? Don't blame me if he turns out to be a murderer.
Addie?
Yep, it's me.
Great. What are we doing again?
Oh, I like
Powering up
them.
pods.
So, you want to hotwire this thing?
Yes, please.
All right. Rerouting is good to go. You can meet me at the breaker panel. Go ahead and flip the switches.
You got it, pal.
And I'm Pal?
Sure. We'll call you pal.
Breakers look good. Now you can push the buttons that turn on
My
the different
name is
systems.
Kyri, my nickname is Kyri, my favorite color is blue.
My name is Kyri, my nickname is Kyri, my
Power's up.
favorite color
I'll
is
let
blue.
you do the honors.
Of the honors of what?
Go ahead. Push the throttle on the console.
Here we go.
Oh, that's not good. I'm so sorry, Addie. I thought I would have enough power to do
Sorry?
this for you. It seems so important.
Why did Pal
to
say
ride in a
sorry?
pod.
I think the track is just jammed with ice.
Ice? You'd think I would be able to handle a little ice.
It's okay. Is there, some kind of de-icing system or something?
I don't know.
There is not.
All right, let's look for something to deal with the ice.
Stalker is openish world survival horror FPS with some minor RPG stuff. No skill points, you get stat boost for items. Sounds pretty good. Sounds like fun. Twitch Prime has been pretty good lately. I like Stray Gods. Oh, pal, I wasn't listening to you, sorry. What do you want me to do? Pal, come back. Sorry. Sorry.
This could be promising.
Would it be heavy enough to smash the ice?
Maybe. But I'm more interested in what that welding gun might do to the ice.
Did they
All right,
make...
pal, let's try this one on for size.
Did control and empathy
So what's
just
it
make
gonna do
stupid?
exactly?
Oh, I think you're gonna like it. This is a welder. See if it still works.
Look at that. A little blue light.
That's not gonna cut it. Are you able to control this?
For you, I could definitely try.
Can you open the fuel throttle to the torch?
Okay. Whoa. I like that. What is it?
That's called an icebreaker, pal. Any idea where the flight controls are?
Someone removed them.
Okay.
I can take control if you like.
You know how to fly this?
Looks pretty easy. Stuff shoots out the back and you get thrown up in the air.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Ooh.
my gosh, it's working. We can fly.
I don't like
Easy,
pal.
pal.
I'm afraid.
Well, where do you want to go?
All right. If you can move me to the pod, we can have a look at the ice. And, pal, it's super important that you don't cut the engines or move too fast. I don't want to get hurt.
I know, but it's great, isn't it?
Yep. As long as you don't kill me. All right. This should be close enough.
It's so bright and warm.
Just hold me steady.
Oh my
This
god.
is really hard. Ugh, it's these stupid flames are throwing me around. Ugh,
You may want to ease up,
I
Addie.
think that's good. Let's have a look at the rest of the track.
you got it. As long as you're not using the fire shooter, flying is pretty easy.
Just keep it up, literally. There's more ice here on the right. Whoa, hold it steady.
Sorry. Ugh.
Short bursts, Addie. He's really struggling.
Wait, empathy is still here?
Let's keep going.
On it.
And this last bit here.
I thought empathy and control got like looped into one. Is it just control that's not here?
Now you've got the hang of it.
This is so cool. It's like the best day of my life.
Well, I'm afraid we're almost done.
I really liked the original Castlevania anime. I think I was less hot on Nocturne. I think it was a bit
that's
less interesting, but I
Think
still
you can get
enjoyed
me
it.
back?
Yeah, I know. Got stuff to do.
That's fun, pal.
Nocturne was more
Make a
out
good
there. I'm
team,
hoping season
right?
2 improves on it. Yeah, I agree.
I like the part where we burn the ice while flying.
Me too. Okay, I'm gonna bring down the pod.
I still really, really liked Nocturne, to clarify. I also find that the original anime, I think it fell off a little bit in the last like couple seasons. I think season 1 and 2, well, season 1 and 2 were basically one season, right? Season 1 was essentially the intro to season 2, rather than being a
where
season.
Are we heading again?
I will be able to obtain structure schematics
Season
once
1 and 2
we
were
reach the next level.
banging.
You think we'll see any dead bodies?
Season 1 was a prologue,
Hope
yeah.
so.
Exactly. Like, if I'd watched season 1 when it came out, I would have been really, really disappointed. It was strongest when it focused entirely on Dracula and the castle. Yeah, so season 1 and 2,
Do you know if the
because
pod
it
system
like
has
ended
stops
in
along the
season
way?
2, right?
It does not. We are arriving at the track terminus now.
Should have ended in season 2, really. I really liked the like kind of extra characters, but I just kind of cared a bit less. I liked the hot vampire lady. I found it sad that Alucard got left alone after season 2. That made me really sad. I hated the puppy play though. Yeah. Vampires are
This looks
kinky
like a
though.
settlement. Can't believe how well preserved it is.
You think people could be alive in there?
You should really consider thinking before you speak. And then consider not speaking.
Logic. As long as life support is functional, it's not entirely impossible that someone's taken up here.
Or they could be zombies.
Well, that settles it. I'll disable Pal now.
Don't you dare. We might need him.
For what?
Ooh, more buttons.
You really are unburdened by intellect, aren't you?
What's the pattern here?
It's the Latin zes.
Huh?
And I thought you were getting the hang of these. Very well. You might call it a backwards Z or Z. And you'll need to make it the full width and height of the panel.
Backwards Z.
Just having Pal running in the background is making us all a little stupider. If we did switch Pal off, I could always switch him back if we need to burn something.
There.
I'm with logic. I think we should disable Pal. Which one? The ginger one.
I've been thinking about why anyone would want Grace to be shut down. And I wonder if there could
Oh,
have been
sorry.
a
I was
flaw
speaking
in her
about
base
the hot
programming.
vampire lady.
Like what?
Control and empathy
I
programming
like the human that
divert
worked for
valuable
Dracula. Yeah.
processing power away from cognitive
I liked
ability.
both of them.
Which
I
way
thought
am
they
I
were both
going?
good.
The
I didn't
big
like the
colourful
twink that
balls.
much. I liked the guy. I don't remember what they were called, architects or something. The guy with the hammer.
As I was saying, empathy
That
interferes with
was
practical
the main plot point
decision-making.
of season 4, right?
Control is a 4-year-old.
He was the
You
best one.
are a 4-year-old.
Please
Thanks.
stop. It says Keeper Rosaline.
She looks like a keeper.
She's pretty.
What do you suppose a keeper is?
It must have been a revered title if a statue was made for her.
Huh. Spire caretaker, maybe.
Twink as a character was cool, but again, puppy play.
The settlement is through the large doors behind you.
I think he had it pretty good, all things considered.
The key to restoring Grace may be about understanding her potential flaws.
Are you gonna tell me the pattern?
You think we're flaws?
Having a few flaws is perfectly alright.
Logic sounds jealous to me.
Jealous? Of what? You can't even open doors without me.
Where are you going with this?
We'll talk again once you can tell me who Everett is. Figure that out, and I'll grant you access to the main elevator.
Grant me access? Logic. Seriously?
She has no way to do things without your help. It must be frustrating for her.
Could we create another hybrid? Logic and empathy?
Yeah. Like how you made me. I could give it a try.
Stop, stop, stop. You'll burn the place down. I will run a logic and empathy configuration as long as you promise never to allow Pal here to do any reconfiguring of our processing.
Deal.
I don't think that smart lady likes me very much.
Hello, Addie. Where do you want to start?
Can we start with the security door to the settlement elevator?
They are encrypted. It would take me days to work out the pattern.
Is there any other way into the settlement?
There is a room off to the side that does not have an encrypted entry. Perhaps we'll find something helpful there.
So you can open these ones?
They have simple passcodes. I can retrieve and play back for you. You will need to enter the sequence manually.
Easy. I wish I could remember any of the characters' names.
This
The
looks like another
Castlevania show.
control room.
Except Trevor.
Do you know what this is?
It appears to be some sort of interface from which humans can track activity within the spire. Elements of the interface are missing. I'm not sure I can access it.
I don't like
I
either
think
of
my
the
comm device can be
mixed
calibrated
ones.
to connect.
Of course, yes. Let's give that a try.
Hack.
There are records here of people who have occupied the rooms over the years. You got it.
Do we know the spire's capacity?
50 units. There it is.
50 is not as high of a
There are
number as I thought.
millions of names here.
Millions. If a million people cycled through here, no one could have lived here that long.
A few weeks at most, by my estimates.
50 rooms. Oh, yeah,
I
I
found
forgot.
record of an Everett who stayed on the 3rd floor. Unlike other visitors, there is no record of him leaving the spire.
So, Everett was a worker, or a colonist who lived here. Is that enough for you, Logic?
Hardly. It does nothing to explain why Grace would be calling to him.
How many people live
So
at the
I'll need to
station?
find a way
Yeah,
up
good
to
point.
the 3rd floor.
Perhaps we can find one on the spire map across from the console.
Yeah, no, you put it into perspective. You're right.
These are databanks?
Yes, they contain flight records to and from the spire.
Anything interesting about the records?
The bookings seem to be coming from internal servers, meaning the trip planning and coordination is all done here.
Where are people traveling from?
Everywhere. Destinations seem very evenly distributed throughout the solar system.
Solar system. Probably like an airport that also has rooms for staff to sleep. Yeah. Ooh.
Alright, what are we looking for?
Grace processors are located at the top of the structure, as might be expected. There is also a massive radio beacon.
The beacon is the key, Addie. You must go now to activate the beacon to call the masses back to the spire.
I like that all of the
Just
LEDs
a few minutes
like
ago, you wanted me to
flash
leave on
when
my
they
ship.
speak.
The beacon is the answer. It has always been the answer.
So true, Control.
Okay, can you get me to the beacon then? Control?
Control will not be able to override security.
Then we need to learn more about Everett.
Here's the room where Everett once stayed.
Ooh, maybe we can see it from the balcony.
Possibly, but I don't see a viable route
Third
to
from
get
the
there.
edge. The
I can see apartments.
the plants are a
Those
bit
are on
rough.
level 2.
Well, if we can get to that balcony, maybe we can find a way to level 3. I can climb this.
I suppose.
I don't see many other options.
Oh, now you want me to climb? Like the introduction to climbing was just cutscenes. Or, you know, not cutscenes, but it was like press A and then you just get to watch for a little bit.
It's pretty much a straight shot across. Looks sturdy enough.
Even in low G, a fall could result in an injury.
I've already fallen a few times from this height.
Careful, Addie. If you broke a leg, how would you get back to your ship?
You sound like my mom. Whoa.
Addie! Addie! Are you okay?
I'm fine, but you can't be yelling things while I'm trying to cross.
So, you're going to try again after that? You nearly broke your neck, Addie.
Oh,
Yep, you're totally my mom.
Falling's kind of fun. It's like really short flying.
don't like the mixed ones.
Professor Helper here.
Please.
Well, this version of TAC 2 looks real different. This is
so cool.
this is the first TAC
Quiet,
like
please.
experience.
Just concentrate on your breathing.
Yikes.
This is so exciting.
Breathe, Addie. Very good. Now keep walking forward.
I can't watch.
I just realized that the subtitles changed to mum.
I knew you could do it.
You should really try running across next time.
I'm hoping there won't be a next time.
It'd be faster too.
Looks pretty empty. Maybe the rooms were for short work contracts.
What I would do to
Doing
have a
work
bed like
contracts?
this.
Or were people just visiting the spire?
Also, hi Joe. I didn't even say hello.
People sat or knelt here.
This was a place for meditation.
This looks like a shrine.
To honor Grace.
That must be her symbol.
How are you? Talk to me. Tell me your secrets.
Well, check out the rooms, I guess. Look for a way to the next level?
You still don't know whoever it is, do you?
Duh. Logic.
I light up the pattern for you.
Boop. Boop. Boop.
Another empty bedroom.
With another balcony. Let's fucking go.
I don't see a way up.
Oh. Okay. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this is what your living space would look like? I guess, to be fair, there's no kitchen. There's no... Doesn't appear to be a bathroom. Maybe this is a bathroom, actually. But... maybe it's not that good. Not the greatest day. I've got a parking charge. Oh, man. That sucks. I'm sorry. What did you do? What are you in for? Another long weekend. There is probably a communal kitchen. Yeah. But in communal
Not much
kitchens,
here
other
either.
people can use my pots and pans, and that frightens me.
Travel packs.
So visitors brought in their own food.
They really didn't stay for long then. It's like they were on pilgrimages.
Those auto cameras
Here
are
we go.
ableist. So true. I guess no communal kitchen. Guess so.
Professor Helper here.
Professor Helper here. Long man. I didn't catch the last sentence that just got said, and I'm worried that I missed something.
Aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself?
Something smells weird.
LONGLO.
They said, "Here you go."
NGM.
Hey. There was somewhere for you to climb. See, I thought, oh, dipshit. Has anyone seen Longlegs? And if so, do you have any idea what it's about? And if so, can you
We
tell me
still
what's it
have one
about
level
without
to go.
spoiling it for me?
Hey, there's another beam here. I think it's a shortcut.
It is more direct, but I wouldn't
Spider.
advise
I don't think it's about the
You're
spider.
better off finding a way through the apartments. Besides, I know how much you like to explore.
Oh, no. There's another bean here. Bean?
I guess if you don't want to do the beam stuff, that's okay.
Here's the code.
I think it's kind of sweet that it made Mum out of logic and empathy.
I don't see any signs of unrest
Okay,
or
so here's the
And they left
shower
little behind.
at the very least. So maybe this is the toilet. So there's a shower.
Some weird little lavatory.
They've changed much over the years.
Not really. I've seen weirder. I've seen ones where people sat on ceramic bowls of water.
Oh, wait, what?
If they pooped in the water, what did they drink?
Oh, this is the toilet. Not the shower? Or is it... This... Oh, those are good. Those are good. Good seashell. So is this where you poop, pee, and also shower? What is the premise of this? So we are archaeologists that landed on a planet. And we had like a little AI guy on our arm. And then we found what we were looking for, which is called the Spire, which is like a complex where a supercomputer slash big god AI was. And then we went in and found out that the AI is like turned off. And we're trying to get the AI back online. Oh, look at that weird reflection. Kind of looks really good, but it's strange that it's not used more goodly. Anyone seen Demolition Man? No. What is Demolition Man? I was just excited that the seashells were 2D, if I'm honest with you.
Here you go.
Apparently in Chinese TikTok it's becoming a trend to imitate AI generated videos by IRL. Yeah, oh, I wasn't looking.
Try again.
Yeah, people do that here. There's like a specific sound that a lot of AI generated things use, and then people are using that exact same sound, but like
Someone tore this apart.
pretending to be AI generated. It's really good.
You're right. That's certainly interesting.
And then took the pieces somewhere. 3 seashells is a method. Is a method of going to the bathroom in that film. They don't tell you how they are used to show. I see. Okay.
Someone's made off with the mattress?
As a souvenir, maybe.
Oh. I think it's just a beaver that lived here, man. I don't think it's like, I don't think it's that deep.
Well, nothing to climb here.
I would argue that cleaning your ass is going to the bathroom. Amen to that, brother. So what reflections does this game use? Because the reflections that I am seeing are pretty organic and pretty good, but it doesn't seem to have any form of like path tracing. I might be wrong. So I just wonder what the deal is. Is it just... Might just be like cube maps, to be honest with you. If you disagree, you should take a shower. Ideally, yes, take... Yeah, I think it depends. When I go to the bathroom, the vibes depend on what I want to do, right?
What are these?
Ooh, canisters.
From what I can tell, they're audio recordings.
Can we listen?
Of what, I wonder?
We would
It's a multi-stage
require
project.
a playback device to learn more. There may be a way to access the recording through your wrist communicator with the aid of a signal amplifier.
Let this be a
But that would
stream
only be
announcement
possible
that
by
everybody
adding an
go
element
shower
of
right now.
control to my logic processing capabilities.
So you need to create a control and logic configuration.
Like a little brother?
Well, it's the only combination left. May as well, Mom.
All right. Here we go.
Hello?
Maybe he's sleeping.
So you require a tool upgrade.
It's a boy.
We were hoping you could set up my comm device to help play back recordings.
Already done. Just hold your device up to the canister.
So are the other three still here? If someone says going to the bathroom, I don't think they're specifically cleaning their... Yeah, that's a good point.
You will be able to access the recording the same way you've been connecting to other systems.
I hope that...
Okay.
I hope that the seashells are used constantly. I hope that you can't do anything without the seashells.
So I'm pretty sure I was the youngest person on the flight here, and the only Darksider, which was a bit of a surprise. My friends are still sending me halos on what to wish for, mostly stupid suggestions. And my parents made me promise to not waste it on something boyfriend-related, which I agree would also be stupid. So, here it goes. I wish for the lunar terraform to be finished. We're lucky enough to be in the dome, but thousands of kids are still stuck in the tunnels, and their families don't have enough money to take Earth trips. So they've never really been in a space wider than 3 meters without a pea suit, which really sucks. So, whatever you can do to make that happen would be great. Thanks, Grace.
I'd hate to tell her, but the terraform never happened. People came here to make wishes?
For Grace to grant?
I'm unclear how she would go about granting the wishes of so many visitors.
Weird. I'm also really unhappy with the prospect of using seashells to scoop things. Someone in our building just posted bags
So,
including designers take all
what
for
should we call
£5.
the new
Buy,
config?
buy, take.
I do not require a name.
Might make it easier if you had one.
I will let you know if a suitable name occurs to me.
It's like paper
I'll
bags.
try to think of some too.
Oh. What? That you get when you buy stuff. Oh. What the fuck? Like from shops? Not like handbags and stuff. That's so dumb. Hi, Zara's here, by the way. And she's on my keyboard, and she's moving my mouse.
Oh, I've got one. We can name him Pal Jr.
I was thinking something that sums up what he does.
I can do many things. Pretty much anything you require.
So you're a jack of all trades.
So we could call you Jack.
What do you think of that, Jack?
I will answer to Jack then, if you like.
Yeah. So, is it time? I guess it's time to go over there? Maybe? Hang on. Let me double check that I didn't miss a climbing thing. Show Zara. She's here. See? You can see the top of her head. That means you can see her. Look that way. Zara, look at us, please. Hang on. I'm gonna pick her up so that she can leave me alone, but I'll show you her while I'm here. Yeah. The brutalism is real. Yeah. Lois did say that earlier. She's sweet. She's actually purring now. Now that I've started doing this. Okay. Down she goes. Don't worry about that. She was purring, but then I think she got caught on my chair. So she might be more upset now, but I assume she's going to go to Jaden. And then Jaden is going to be like, hello. And then it'll all go well. There's not enough media with the 60s idea of the future. You're so right, actually.
Another way up.
I'm not hungry, but I've been kind of like tired, burnt out, and the idea of eating sounds so good right now. You ever stress eat?
This is level 3, Addy.
Let's look for evidence of Everett.
Burnout is real with me all the time. Yeah.
Logic made it pretty clear.
You're eventually going to combine all 4 of the AIs, and that's what's going to be Grace. Yeah, I mean, I swear they said that at the time. They were just like, for some reason, we can't combine them, and then suddenly they can? Or am I making that up?
Of course.
I have no butter to put on my bread.
I am able to enter the codes directly if you would like.
Let her do it on her own, if she wants.
Hey, what happened to the lights?
I believe Control has turned them off, Addy.
Not cool, boss.
Are you...
Control?
You'll need to use your helmet light.
Unbelievable. Any way of knowing if this was Everett's room?
The records only give the level. We'll just have to look around.
How do I turn on my light? That's why. Oh, no shadows.
Look how beat up this is.
It must have been done in anger.
I believe fear also played a part here.
Another beaver.
All right.
I really like this hacking type connecting mini game. Feels good.
I've been instructed by Grace to make a wish. Not something big and altruistic, not for someone else, but for me. A real, honest wish, my heart's true desire. Honestly, this long flight to the middle of nowhere, months without my family, missing the harvest with a per diem that barely covers expenses, for what? Some mystical song and dance that makes us feel like we're somehow part of this robot theocracy. This whole thing, the temple, the hushed tones, the awe that people seem to show this place is ridiculous. My honest wish is to be left alone long enough to actually make some headway on the farm and pull in a decent crop.
It doesn't sound like everyone was happy to come here.
For Grace to understand what made people unhappy was just as important as knowing what made them content.
Interesting. I like how they use vacuum tubes. Honestly, you're so right. Actually. I wish that vacuum tubes were used for more things. Do you remember, UK besties, do you remember when every supermarket had vacuum tubes for money? Like, they had these, like, money pods, and they put, like rolls of cash in it, and then they put them in tubes, and they went... You remember that? Is that too old? Huh? No? No, seriously. Seriously. Hang on. No, this is worthy of an interruption, I feel. Hang on. I'm bringing up the browser. The St. Paddington, mate. No. Supermarket vacuum. UK money vacuum tube. These. You remember these? Oh, this isn't even in England. So it must not be exclusive to England. Because... Ah, here we go. Here's a video of it. Okay, yay. Not in the same timeline as self-checkout machines. The Braintree Tesco had these.
In all areas where large amounts of cash are accumulated, security and reliability constitute the highest priority. Large cash amounts at cash desks and its internal transport are potentially very dangerous for customers and staff. These areas are the target of daily thefts and robberies. With our of the risk of chain company
show us them in action.
Cost-effective type safely transport excess cash from the cash desk to the main
yeah
station in the back office or directly to the safe. This system is characterized by its flexible installation and is often
Yeah,
found in smaller
woo!
supermarkets, banks, fueling stations, as well as cinemas and toll plazas. The
I
transfer
didn't
data
realize
can
that
be
they went to
acquired
a safe, to be honest with you. I
statistically
don't know where they went.
of the carrier
Head
is
office.
prevented. The purpose of bidirectional systems is the removal of cache. Excess cache is sent from the individual cache desks to the main cache desk at a fixed time, or, for instance, when a particular amount has been reached.
See? They go to feed the money. They go to feed the money hog. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, anyway, I've never seen them get used before, but I used to see them like filling them up when I went with my mum to go like grocery shopping. Cause like it used to be like my mum and I's Saturday thing when I was little, you know, I would go help with the shopping because I was big and strong. And I was always like, man, I want to do that. Apparently they still use them at my hospital for pathology samples. I think they use them at a lot of hospitals actually still. I might be wrong about that.
Let's try this one.
I've thought much about what I'd say when I got here. I know it's important for my parents that I make my wish count.
Oh.
So, I guess I wish for them to be proud of me.
That's sad.
Thank you, Grace.
That's actually really sad. I want to see what's in the other room. I think it's sweet. It is sweet, but it's bittersweet, you know?
Here you go.
I'm gonna ask Jack to do that one.
You can do this one.
Of course.
Thanks, King. Show me what's in this room, please. Hello.
Someone left a portrait.
The like reflections on that are really good. Well, I say really good. I don't know how good they are. I don't know what I look like, to be honest with you. But for the environment, they're good. Oh, 2 of them. Sounds like they have everything they need already, so their wishes for their parents to be proud, happy for them. Yeah. That's not something I wouldn't wish for, if that makes sense. I wouldn't be unhappy to have proud parents.
Here, Grace. Najisha, she was so excited when I got the summons.
Summons?
We talked about this for months. Who we could help. Who was most deserving. She honestly believed we could come up with a wish that could make everything perfect.
If everybody got a wish, which it sounds like it.
And thank you for letting me delay coming here. I want to be true to her memory, her wishes, her unlimited love for humanity. But my only wish, the only thought I have, is to have her back.
Oh no.
I want her back.
She's dead?
There couldn't have actually been anything Grace could have done for her.
Grace allowed her to voice her grief.
Ooh, lesbians know it. Yeah, maybe. I actually wasn't sure who, but yeah. Sounds like a lottery system where some people come make a wish to Grace and then go back to the rest of their life. Maybe? Yeah. Yeah.
This is Mark Anthony Wong, and I was called to Grace from our station Phoenix. Not sure if anyone will hear this, but the whole tube system is shut down right now. People are not happy, and I'm getting a little scared, to be honest. I'll be locking myself in until the shuttle returns, and I'm leaving this in case something really bad happens.
That's a little ominous.
No, and they don't have anything to say about that. Interesting. That's good. I could live here. It'd be difficult, but I'd make it work. The vibes in this are excellent.
Here you go.
Can you get this?
Here you are.
Thanks, Jack. Where would the TV go? So, you know what? You're so right. I changed my mind.
Hey, the tube system is no longer accepting wishes. If anyone knows how to reach Keeper Everett, please let him know.
Keeper Everett.
Keeper Everett.
It sounds like keepers were Spire caretakers.
When did Everett stay on this floor?
2955.
That's 20 years before this message was recorded.
So he stayed on after his visit and became a keeper? Why was there no record of that?
I would think answers lie at the other end of these vacuum tubes.
From what I can tell,
so we go in the tube.
system runs through the central elevator shaft.
Logic? You gonna let us in, considering we know Everett was a keeper?
But do you know what a keeper is?
We'll need access to the elevator to learn more.
Ah, a classic paradox.
Logic.
Fine. If you're done snooping around, I will grant you access to the elevator.
Or you could uncover more canisters and learn more about the people who came here.
Reaching the beacon is the priority. You must move on.
I really like his voice. He's crisp.
Logic will open the way to the beacon. You must go to the elevator.
Shout out.
Hold your horses.
My wish? Oh, I'll tell you my wish. 10 years ago, we're on Venus at the Big Dome. Huge crowd. Olympia Mons, favored 4-1, loses 5-1. 6 years ago, on Earth against South Union, loses 2-1. 2 years ago, South Union again, this time up north. I took the boys 3 months round trip. They go 90 minutes, no score. Extra time, no score. South Union takes it again in penalties. You want my wish, Gracie? The next World Cup is on Mars. I wish that Olympia faces South Union again and destroys them, like Space Me Out the Airlock humiliated. That would be a game. That's my wish.
Okay.
So how do I end this recording?
Typical football fan,
Olympia's
honestly.
still a crap team.
That's really funny.
Perhaps Grace was rendered inactive by football hooligans.
Grace likely fostered sports as an alternative outlet for uncontrolled aggression. Of course people would come to her to share their passions.
Yeah. Empathy's right, but what a waste of a wish. Right? Because someone could just, like, wish for the other team to win, and then what happens, huh? Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing that.
Here you go.
Guy probably bet his life savings after this wish. I would. It was granted he set for
Jack?
life. True. I've only just realised the wallpaper. I quite like it. Like that one less so, but it's still not bad. Not a fan of the ceiling. Like the carpet. Oh, good lord. It's not good.
I don't recognize these words. They look like technical or medical terms. A list of supplies, maybe.
Or a list of demands.
My demand is that you go to the elevator at once.
Didn't ask kitten.
Are we allowed to draw on the windows here?
Certainly not. The people who did this were looking for trouble.
Know that they can't all be granted, but I reckon at least some of them, where possible, may have been granted. Yeah, we don't actually know if Grace was, because like the description for this, and it's kind of alluded to, is that Grace was like an AI god almost that people would worship, or because it like ushered in us humanity into a golden age. But because Grace like facilitated like space travel and multi-planetary civilizations and stuff. But
Only Grace.
I don't know. Only Grace?
They were tracking something here. Terracycles, maybe?
They'd lost sync with
Fuck this, I'm out. Maybe.
Or the Spire lost power.
Oh. Only Grace. I guess a window might be the easiest thing in here to clean. I was just thinking, like, did they have to write on the windows? But now I think about it, it's probably fine. Oh, sorry, are there any more tubes in here? Yeah.
Why do you insist on defying me?
Wish for some
I'm starting
paper.
to enjoy it.
Wish for more wishes.
Doubt you'll ever get this message, Grace. We've been waiting weeks now with... I hope Keeper Everett is okay. I've been told his sermons are wonderful. And I hope he will be able to deliver the word of grace again soon.
The word of grace?
I'd like you to know that we still love you and think about you. Great comfort to our family over the years. We've all made them for us. With your wisdom, you are missed.
So Grace would receive wishes, and then leave people with instruction in the form of sermons.
What would you
Could that
ask
really
the
be
magic
all there
AI
was
god
to it?
for?
Ideas are powerful. Perhaps just returning with a more enlightened perspective was enough to move society toward common goals.
Highly unlikely. Grace must have had some control over planetary infrastructure, if she was to have had the influence you suspect.
Logic has gotten quite sassy. Like, not sassy as in, like, evil. Just sounds upset, you know? I want to know what's wrong. I would ask an AI god... Logic was always... Yeah, that's fair. To be fair, you're right. I was just thinking, in regards to the question about what I would ask an AI god for. Okay, maybe the reflections aren't as good as I thought. Maybe they are? I don't know. I think if I was going to ever get into theism, religion, I could see myself worshipping an AI.
Here you go.
This one too, Jack.
What would I wish for, though? I think I'm in the same boat where, like, I think I would be able to recognize that my wishes would not get granted, and I would wish for something philosophical, you know? I would wish for the same thing that I wish for in real life, you know, which is the ability to do what I love whilst providing things for the people I love. You know, completely non-actionable, but what I actually want. This looks so cozy. This is what I want. This is what I wish for. I wish for 1 beer. No, 2 beers. What would you wish for, chat?
So I've been thinking a lot, and I feel like, you know, there's been peace for like centuries now, right? But I watch the old Halos, and there's wars, and bad guys, and pirates, and people who need saving, and it's exciting, right? And of course, you know, it's awful, people dying, but I feel like there's no way to, like, prove yourself, you know? Nothing to fix or protect. Does that make any sense? I just want something, like anything at all, to happen. I guess that's what I wish for.
It's this guy's fault.
Not like a war or anything, just something.
It's this guy's fault. He did it.
So this guy was just bored?
Like me.
I think this was the last room.
The last
Finally.
room. Bitches and money. So fucking true. Honestly, AI or not, I don't think I could worship any entity that claims to be all-powerful and all-knowing and still choosing to make Elon Musk. Well, I mean, I assume that Grace was made after Elon Musk, right? We don't know that Grace didn't immediately kill Elon Musk. Which is why there's world
Hey,
peace.
Grace. I really don't know why you would choose me. I guess no one really knows why they're called to the Spire, but I'm greatly honored. At my age, I thought
That's all I can recover from this one.
Oh.
Sounds like Grace chose who came here.
That explains why Grace arranged all the flights to and from the Spire. She was in control of it all.
So Grace actually did arrange it? Because I kind of assumed that there was a possibility that it was actually just people who are randomly chosen, and like there actually wasn't any meaning to it, and I was expecting it to be a bit like nihilist, like Grace has never actually been a thing. We kind of just thought it was a thing, and people make wishes and they'd never get heard type situation. But if Grace is the one that's like selecting people and arranging flights and stuff, I forgot her. I'm going back to the elevator. Wizard banner. Walking up to a god with an empty Burger King cup. Can I get a refill? The god, who doesn't understand human problems, fills your cup with burger.
You're looking pretty smug.
What's the pattern?
Another easy one. Light the 4 corners of the pad.
Oh, that is
You really
new.
didn't need my help for this one. It would be a common pattern when guessing symbols.
I have to give you something to do, right? Look at all the vacuum tubes. Must be one in every room in the settlement. Keepers must have been busy.
It's what Grace does with the wishes that should interest us.
Keepers. Oh no, we're gonna open it and the wishes are just gonna be like on the floor, right? Is there gonna be a corpse in here? What do you think the literal creator of everything would think if one of their tiny creations ask you for more soda? I'd give them more soda, I should hope. Being a god would be easy.
Did you like my little game?
You mean the game where you refused to help us?
I provided you with the opportunity to prove yourself. Is that not why you're here?
I'm an archaeologist. I'm here to do my job.
I don't think Addie enjoys having obstacles placed in the way of her goals.
We have arrived at our destination.
Anyone else ever do this when they play a game? Where they just try to like go around in a circle for as long as possible? Like try to sync it up so they don't have to move the control sticks. Call it Mr. Milkshake. Gonna have a YouTube series where I blend every food into a milkshake. You should do that. Will it milkshake? Let's milkshake. Sorry, let me catch up on chat. Love to wake up and have a cup of burgie. So true. Me too.
The Spire pilgrims must have gathered here. To listen to the Keeper's sermons, I guess.
People will return here once the beacon is restored. Flock and shepherd will be reunited.
What kind of shake would be the best? You know what's really good? Jammy Dodger milkshake. So good. Goes so hard. Normal milkshake's not that. No! Sausage milkshake. This is a whole ass church though, right? This is like actual religion. I know that they said like AI god. Orange juice milkshake? Orange and milk? Blech. No, okay. Let's think of the best milkshake to wish for since we're clearly going to meet Grace here. I think... Solero? Is that not normal milkshake. I feel like you could make a pretty... Anything that's like already ice cream is essentially milkshake, right? You just let it melt. I'm thinking like savory milkshake, cheese twist milkshake, milk flavored milkshake. It's just milk. Oh, them smashed. Them's is smashed. Them's has had rocks thrown at them.
This must be the Keeper's pulpit.
Bagel milkshake. Umami milkshake. Tomato milkshake. Alright, we're making smoothies now.
Something heavy was thrown at the barrier.
There was clearly a lot of anger directed toward the Keeper.
Where is Grace? Well, I'm not alone in wondering.
I am here. It is the people who are lost.
So true.
People were clearly sleeping here. They must have dragged this up from the settlement.
Is this what, like...
Pilgrims were building fires.
The woods before.
Why would they do that? Someone went through a lot of food. Guessing they were here for a while.
Judging by bedding and volume of food containers, 5 to 10 people might have been here for over 20 days.
This looks good. It's got a few stranges going on, but it looks nice. Month of waiting for Grace after showing up and nothing is there. Yeah. See, if I was a millionaire, this is what my cinema would look like. Except the chairs would be comfier. And the screen would be that big. And there wouldn't be pillars getting in the way. Teriyaki milkshake. Oh, maybe. Like katsu curry milkshake. Oh, things to listen to.
Wish canisters.
Oh.
These have never been used.
For recording wishes, maybe. I think they were being thrown at the glass barrier.
Sounds like fun. Sounds like chaos.
The masses found their own way up.
Just want to make sure there's nothing I've missed before I continue. Those, like, mattresses are not thick. Some kind of meat honey thing. Surely at that point it's puree, not milkshake. You're a puree. Also, I've gone red. Because I'm so angry!
Seems to be holding my weight.
The fact that you're a puree, that's why I'm mad. Durr. Sorry, I need to set up my lights, I think. To be honest, I quite like playing stuff in the dark. I like the glow on my face. I feel like cozy, especially playing something like this.
This must weigh a ton. At least a couple people worked together to break through here.
This game looks different from what I expected from the title, right?
So the Keeper must have stood here, addressed the visitors, gave his sermons. Can you imagine having the solar system coming to you for answers?
The Keeper was merely a vessel for the word of grace.
Then why not have Grace address them?
There's sometimes more power in what is imagined than in what is seen.
Well, that's a bit concerning, isn't it? Milk and ice cream blended is milkshake, so add other stuff to it. Bricks. Water milkshake. 55 burgers. Barbecue sauce milkshake. Sounds vile.
This must be an attempted barricade. I'm guessing there was a lengthy siege. So, when Grace shut down, the Pilgrims blamed the Keeper. They demanded to see Grace, or thought they could reactivate her. The Keeper turned off the heat. Pilgrims built fires, dug in. They eventually got restless. Wish canisters started flying. As Pilgrims were breaking through the partition, the Keeper and his followers built up a barricade. We'll have to make our way through the barricade to learn how it ended. Death to Everett. Pretty clear who they blamed. It must have been written with charcoal from the fires.
Oh, right.
More camps.
More
Another
camps.
stage in the siege. Looks like the numbers really fell off here. Most gave up by now.
Or died.
No bodies yet.
That's a good point, actually. No bodies yet. With mashed potatoes, add anything? Oh, that sounds horrid. Grace is just a bloke. Yeah, Grace never existed. It's really funny because the person who I replaced at my work, their name was Grace. So, like, I'm actually very used to people being like, well, actually, Grace did this, and Grace is amazing. Can't make this up. Oh, make this out. God, dumbass.
2766 to 2780. These dates are from the old Julian calendar, which makes them very old.
Make them for intermission TV. Yeah!
Years, by all accounts.
Do it.
2780 to 2830.
Are these the Keepers?
I'm guessing these were the time periods that these Keepers served here. Nothing here either. Second barricade. Looks like they got under this one.
Oh, that looks weird. Oh, I miss Alan. Nothing like being compared to your predecessor, hey?
Do we know where this goes?
I'm
to
better
a
than her.
funicular that leads to the next section of the spire.
Long live Grace.
Apparently not.
So true.
Oxygen tanks. Everett upped the ante. Cut off life support here.
It's kind of fucked of you, Everett.
Hold on, Addie. The room beyond the airlock is uncompressed. I don't believe it can be sealed. Something must have been compromised. You'll want your helmet on.
Thank you for warning me.
The tracks ahead lead to the highest point of the spire, known as the lighthouse.
Is that where we'll find Grace's processors?
Obviously.
You need only worry about the beacon, Addie.
I still love the fact that the lights...
An emergency exit?
For certain. It opens to the moon's surface.
Is this on the
Not
moon?
going there yet. What happened here?
More rioting?
This doesn't look operational.
Let me try it, Addie.
Okay.
Okay. Yay.
Come on! It's ice again?
The force needed to break through the ice dam would only come from directing all power to control processors.
Which only I can do.
Great.
On one condition.
And what's that?
You shall have no others before me. Cast aside that device on your wrist and continue with me alone.
Whoa, hang on.
No, Addie.
But how will I communicate with you?
Mine is the only voice that resonates freely throughout every aspect of the spire. My words live within the vessel in which you stand now.
Hi Lucy, you're right.
They reverberate through the very walls of the Enclave above. Through the many devices and instruments at my control.
Yep, I got it. You're everywhere.
What if she needs another
Nice to see
configuration
you.
for something?
She will not.
It's Grace in it.
Another way to get to the top?
Of course. The funicular is merely the most survivable.
I guess he's called Control for a reason,
Throw
yeah.
the device from the funicular window to take your place at my side.
Oh, I don't know if... Out the window?
So if I throw this away, you'll take me to the top.
It will be done.
There must be other options, Addie.
The emergency exit in the airlock may provide an alternative path.
I would rather...
This door leads out into the storm?
To your certain demise. Yes.
He's being dramatic. Your death is only marginally likely.
Same that as a way to reference a
You can
2019
follow
video
the
game.
funicular
He's so true.
track up the mountain slope to
And the
base
next
of the
one
lighthouse
is called
structure.
Alan Wake.
It would be dangerous.
So I give up my options by throwing away my comm, or take my chances in the storm?
It's an important decision, to be sure.
So I think that doing this
You must not do this, Addie.
is better.
In taking this risk, you jeopardize all of humanity. Would you deny them my guidance and protection?
This is what can happen when you make ultimatums.
You and your ilk were distracting Addie from her true purpose.
We are providing Addie with a variety of perspectives.
Yeah, I think this is the way to bring actual Grace back, by bringing everybody with us. Surely.
Sorry, boss. I'm keeping my comm device.
You may not live to regret this, but countless billions in the solar system will.
They've lived this long.
The storm is...
Hello?
Oh,
Must be interference from the storm.
that's not good. I mean, I was in a storm at the start, right? So we're
Where
fine.
are you?
I was right, Alan. I found Grace.
You need to return immediately, Addie. Your oxygen must be dangerously low.
I'm good, Alan.
You need to listen to me.
If I'd listened to you, we wouldn't have made it past Mars.
Wait, did you say Grace is still active?
Not exactly, but I'm working with her oldest servers to try to bring her back online.
Well, one of these servers is actively blocking me.
I guess which one.
You need to get back.
Oh,
Alan?
Alan, no.
Alan!
You're not considering climbing across that structure, are you?
Do I have a choice?
There is also a path that descends into the canyon. It looks well worn and preserved over time, which means it's likely sheltered and safe.
It's true.
Boring.
The funicular structure looks faster. And more fun.
Are we here for fun?
Don't tease, Addie. The walk will give you time to think, and perhaps a chance for us to talk.
You know what? Yeah. I'm down this way.
I'm not doing the high wire act in this storm.
Oh man.
How do you know where this is headed?
I don't, but it must eventually make its way to the other side of the canyon. Where else would it be leading?
I don't know. It could have a dead end. Not a guarantee.
It's certainly more sheltered here.
Can
so,
I?
what did you want to talk about?
Why is it
This is
so
probably quite
important that you activate Grace?
I'll
It's
catch up
widely
with you
believed that
after.
recovering Grace would recover thousands of years of knowledge lost to the Dark Age.
Okay. So, let's talk, you and me, personally. Everyone here. Do you know what I'm really excited for? Christmas. Or not Christmas, but like markets, and I'm gonna take this time to just like gush because I'm excited. So it's just been so good to be able to hang out with my friends a bit more recently. And I feel like it's just been like every time we go to do something, because it's in the middle of summer, it's been too busy, and like we've all been too hot and bothered. Like we hang out like every couple of weeks or so, and I obviously see others between then. It's all super fun and great, and I'm loving it. But it's just been so hot, and I've been thinking about things like Winter Wonderland and like Christmas markets. On the way to my work, there's a food market at the moment, and it's called like Summer on the Bank or something, and it looks so good. And I'm just so excited for it to be everything, right? There's like markets around where I live, and I'm feeling like invigorated for it to be like cooler, and I can bundle up, and I can like feel good, because I've been like sick as well for like 4 weeks as well. I'm fine-ish now, but I just like I can't wait to finally just like be able to cook things, you know, because our like sofa is basically right next to the oven, and it heats up the entire flat. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I can't wait. Anyway, if anyone's doing anything around like winter, I'm looking at like Winter Wonderland and things like that. We're going to gigs as well as of November. We're seeing Barry tomorrow, I think, which is going to be really exciting. And like gigs in the summer are always just such a pain, you know, because like how do you dress for a gig? You dress like semi-comfortably, but like gig appropriate, right? Jeans and a t-shirt, but in 30-degree heat, it's not viable. So what, shorts? But then you're like, you can't really mosh because you're already slick and gross. I don't know, it's a whole thing. I'm excited for winter. I'm really cozy core and excited to just like be festive.
That's strange. I don't recognize the dialect.
Translates roughly to grace is love.
Grace is love, grace is life.
Come all this way at great personal risk in search of knowledge?
Why not?
Without enough fuel or oxygen to go home.
I'm a committed academic.
What do you really want from Grace?
To make a wish.
I'm not sure.
I use the excuse to dress as elaborate as possible. No, but exactly. Same. I love layering. I love to wear different things. Hats, glasses, accessories. I feel like you can be a lot more, like, goth. You can be good, like, summer gothic, but you have to kind of fit a certain
We don't let AI make any important
shape.
decisions
I
anymore.
don't know. I don't know if that's just me.
Most of the decisions
I don't feel
that humans
comfortable
make are pretty
dressing
awful.
nice when it's hot.
You don't think AIs are capable of making bad decisions?
I just hoped Grace might be better. I don't have plans to return because I don't have anything to return to.
Oh.
And I can thank human decisions for that.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can really, really dress like nicely, and whereas like I'll have an outfit sometimes, and I'll be like, I'm too hot for this. I'm way too hot for this.
This is Martian.
What does it say?
It says, "Let her rest."
As in leave her alone?
People wanted her to go away?
Or didn't want her disturbed.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think that's more them saying, let her, let her rest. As an always needs to wear some kind of jacket person. Summer is always a pain. Yeah, exactly. I love to wear a jacket. Oh my god. Or like a big jumper. I love to be cozy. I like to be wrapped up. There's an official YouTube stream of a concert and it's muted. Ugh, that's dumb. As a sports t-shirt, it's still too warm. Yeah, summer is bad. Yeah. And like the thing is, I quite like summer. I really do like the warmer weather in certain things. But when I have to like go to work, when I'm like going back and forth in like on the London Underground, for example, I look at like places where my friends live or like Scotland and stuff, and it's fine. It's like highs of 24 max. On the day that it was like 34 here, it was like 24. And I'd take that like nearly 10 degrees Celsius dip, to be completely blunt with you. But I really don't mind the heat. I like it if I can chill out. If I can... I think this is also a personal, like, not a particularly big fan of my body type thing. I want to get, like, tattoos on my legs or something, and then that'll be good. Then I'll, like, be a bit more comfortable wearing shorts and stuff, right? And I could probably use working out. Just a little bit. I'm the complete opposite, but I'm a little top enjoyer. So I'm a bit sad when I get to put a jacket over it. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. There's loads of...
Were these to honor Grace?
Loads of things that suck to cover
Or to
up
leave one
as well.
mark for other travelers to see.
Vanity, at its most basic.
Don't we all desire to leave something behind?
I'm surprised a formation like that could remain standing for so long. And you aren't familiar with the language on the stone carvings. These must have been left long after Grace shut down. People kept coming. Zealots, maybe.
Or curious explorers like yourself.
Yeah, I always find that's the flip side of colder weather, is if it's too cold, and you have to wear like a big bulky coat
Been activated before?
or something.
Hung out with other explorers and did cool stuff with them?
It sucks.
Now, I don't remember.
It's kind of the opposite
That's a pretty
effect,
deep thought, pal.
where
Yeah.
instead of ruining an outfit,
So you were saying that something happened to your family that you think an AI could
I'll
have
let him talk.
prevented.
It was a shuttle crash with a human pilot. There was an instrument malfunction during launch, and she panicked.
I'm sorry, dear.
It's okay.
Were you ever able to forgive this pilot?
Not quite yet.
Oh, you were the pilot, weren't you? But yeah, no, it sucks to have a good outfit and then have to ruin it with a big bulky coat or something. And it's the exact same as how I feel when I have like a really nice kind of get up, because I don't have a lot of nice clothes as well. I feel like I never dress nicely, and I'm trying really hard, but there's not a lot of stuff that I feel fit me very well. So when I get something going and then I go, oh, I have to change it to shorts, or I have to take my jacket off, it hurts a lot emotionally. I'm also a lizard human, most comfortable in the mid-20s and above. Yeah, you need a heat lamp, to be fair. And a hot water bottle at all times, probably. I basically don't bother dressing nicely because the heat gets to me. Yeah. That's kind of how I feel. But then it makes me feel worse about myself. But then I get sad, as opposed to anything else.
How much farther?
It's another 50 meters to the base of the lighthouse.
This wasn't so bad then.
Can I make this jump, do you think?
You still have to find a way into the lighthouse. So there's still time to regret not taking the free ride to the top.
I didn't want to limit my options.
I have had a permanent headache this week, which I'm pretty sure is caused by the heat. Yeah. Yeah, you in particular as well. You've got quite an intolerance. Like, I think I get grouchy and grumpy and, like, mostly because I'm, like, self-conscious about stuff. But you get, like, physically ill. It is super demotivational. Taking a shower, then by the time I've gotten to work, I basically need another one to not feel icky. Yeah. I feel that.
What's this?
An emergency escape ladder. You could work out the override to bring it down, or see if there's another way up.
I'll try the override.
So I can bring down the ladder by doing something here.
Of course. You've proven to be clever enough.
The path keeps going. We could see if there's another way in.
So what's it going to be, Addie? Something that challenges your mind? Or something that challenges my respect for you?
I'm a firm advocate for linen for that exact reason. Very cool, but very fashionable. I have actually really been looking into linen as well. And it looks nice. I don't know. I don't have a lot of options in terms of like finding stuff that's a nice fabric that also looks nice. That also looks nice on me, if that makes sense. There's a lot of steps that I got to go through. Which is why usually when I find one thing, I tend to wear it to death. Because there's not a lot of stuff. I go into shops. I like looking clothes shops every time I'm out, to be honest with you. And it's so rare. I can normally tell at a glance after like a minute or so in the shop whether or not there's anything I might want. Summer can make me feel really dysphoric sometimes, especially when it's warm and I can't cover up my figure. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm alluding to.
Is 50 and can be represented in binary. I can give you the sequence.
I happen to know a bit about ancient computer languages.
What is
Turning each switch adds a different fixed value.
What is 50 in binary?
Right and increasing by exponents of 2 as we move from right to left. So I just started.
Oh, it just meant.
So smart, Addie.
Right. That was one. The switches were binary, not.
Why wouldn't you let me help you with the override?
It's only natural to want to do things yourself.
Wait, what?
It seems inefficient
Oh,
to
in
make
that case, I know I'm talking out my ass then. I have no idea what I just did.
It's satisfying to
Something
do the work
enclosed looked like
sometimes.
medieval peasantish, and I dig it. Yeah. I feel like I'm a bit medieval peasantish. I don't really. I know. Sorry, I feel like I complain about this a lot recently. Give me a second. I feel like I complain about this a lot. Oh, I don't know why I said give me a second when I took my headphones off, as if you can't hear me when I've got my headphones off. I just really don't like how my hair has been lately. I don't know what it is. Sure. That'll do. I really don't like my hair red. I miss it bleached. I don't like hate it, but I feel boring.
The door to the
Feels less me.
airlock is unlocked and can be manually opened.
That's convenient.
I think I
For
spent
once.
a long time kind of tweaking little bits about myself as I learned more. Okay, this was a mistake. I'm just gonna do it like this. My hair looks like a bird's nest for the rest of the stream. Sorry. Can't hear you with your headphones off. Yeah. It's giving can't hear you my glasses without my glasses on. I'm like that, to be fair.
Who needs control?
I can't
You took
stand
a
short skirts because I'm too
foolish risk,
paranoid
Andy.
they're too short.
But you have arrived at the lighthouse nonetheless.
Yeah.
Well done.
And you may still be
Hang on.
redeemed with the activation of the beacon.
Always with the beacon.
Always with the beacon.
Yes.
Yes.
Always with the beacon.
I kind of like Control. He's, I don't know, he's strange. Not to sound like a pervert, but like, I really like short skirts. I think they look good. But also, I completely get why people would never want to wear them.
Unless you want to preserve
For that
your
exact
suit
reason.
oxygen in case of emergency.
The rooms ahead are safely pressurized, Addie.
I don't know.
Good to go.
Do we know if your processors are here?
The room directly ahead was the Keeper's living quarters. Grace processors are somewhere above.
Pretty basic accommodations.
I mean, they've got more of a like a less luxury bed, but it looks kind of comfy, to be honest with you. Can't stand short skin. I can't stand hangnails.
These must be the cells where the Keeper's acolytes stayed.
And where new ones will return.
How often do you think... Ooh, examine.
This looks like it was left for someone to find.
I wonder if there is underfloor heating. I wonder also.
I can hardly believe it has come to this, but my work here with Grace will end with Grace herself. I can only pray that people will come to forgive us one day. We loved her, and we lost her. She will never be forgotten.
Streamlabs really wants us to check out. Why did it do that?
Down.
I used to think that heated floors in bathrooms were the coolest thing ever. Right? I went round a friend's house when I was in my like late teens, and he had like this fancy bathroom
Another
with
canister.
heated floors. And I was like, this is so cool. And I don't think I've thought of a single time when that would be useful in my
The
life.
last shuttle leaves in but a few hours. We did what we could to save her. I know she is lost to us for good. Even Everett probably knows that now. But I couldn't compel him to leave. None of us could. I fear he will follow Grace into the dark. Yet, such is the way of a keeper. His fate will forever be tied to Grace.
Everett was trying to save Grace.
Short skirts look nice, but I hate how they feel. Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I don't know what you mean. I have not worn a short skirt. But I get what you're saying. I think a short skirt looks good, but they're more effort than longer skirts. Yeah, which is kind of like a mixed bag, right? Sometimes things that are more effort can look good, but also you can... There's a lot of outfits that you don't need to put a lot of effort in that look great. Kind of depends who you are. Heated bathroom floor would be useful in winter.
This door
See,
certainly looks
my
important.
bathroom floor is not big enough
How do we get in?
to care.
It's curious. I have no access to this door, nor do
If
I
you
see
stretch
any
far
way
enough,
of
you could
opening it.
reach the door to my bathroom from the shower with one stride, I reckon. Someone on TikTok the other day was like, yo, you can make a list of things you want on this website called Throne, and people will find the list and buy stuff for you. And like, that's not how Throne works. I mean, it like kind of is, I guess, but you can't like browse creators or anything. You can't. I don't know.
Feels solid.
There aren't any hidden switches, if that's what you're thinking.
Looks like someone's being selected from a group.
A human sacrifice.
I'm guessing it's the Keeper.
The depiction seems to imply they were chosen from the masses on pilgrimage here.
He was making it seem like there's a list of people you can scroll through and buy their
Faithful,
stuff for.
vigilant, willing.
Weird.
That sounds
Maybe
so
there is, to
familiar.
be fair.
The ancient tenets of the human in the loop.
Grace's architects must have been more fearful of losing control over AIs than we are today because they gave them so much responsibility. I mean, it makes sense. Grace was the greatest AI undertaking in human history.
Relief.
Nothing here either.
Well, you're nothing if not predictable.
Just
Alright.
making sure.
from the comments were like, oh, I hope someone pays for my student debt. Yeah.
The triangle here must be the spire, which would represent grace.
I need to change my throne quite drastically, I think. I need to get rid of a lot of the stuff that's on it. And for the love of God, stop. Try to figure out how to stop the messages, especially when it's doubling up like that.
And this would be the pilgrims coming to grace. This is the same symbol that's on the keeper's door. So
Man
I
in
assume
giant
it
hat.
represents the keeper. This ring here seems to connect the keeper to grace.
Curious that the keeper is situated above grace. Would you agree, Control?
Coincidence.
The human in the loop again.
Coincidence.
So if this is the symbol of the keeper, I figure only the keeper was allowed to enter here.
Maybe the keeper had a key for the door.
As we've been saying, there is no mechanism for a key or any other interface.
Maybe the keeper was the key. Maybe the door would open for him.
Are you not already the keeper? You are the only human in the loop here.
Ah, but does Addie qualify based on the 3 tenets?
I would say Addie has proven to be virtuous and faithful.
But I'm not willing?
Are you willing to become the new keeper?
If it means I'm able to activate grace. But how would I prove I'm willing?
Maybe you can just tell the door you're the new keeper.
That's idiotic.
Speak.
I'm the keeper?
Ha! Say it like you mean it.
I'm the keeper.
Congratulations on your new job, Addie.
Yeah, congrats.
My God. This is really it.
Did you like that J.K. Rowling I told you about? Yeah. Prefer to avoid giving her as much thought as possible, but it was pretty funny. This looks awesome. I want one of these in my house. This is what I would put together, you know? Just mostly the gold planet. Oh, I'm feeling emotional. That's not good.
This must be where all the wishes end up. What's this?
A playback device for the wish canisters. It appears wishes from each room could be sorted and consolidated onto master canisters.
Oh my God, I didn't even see this.
Just static.
The recording is too deteriorated for standard playback. You'll need to rebuild the recording with your altered comm device.
It's going to be that the keeper was controlling Grace. I don't know if that's true. They seem to have tried really hard to keep her online.
It's been over 30 years since I made a wish of my own. It's the same one as always. I wish it'd come back to us.
This is Everett.
I'd also like to wish for your forgiveness, Grace. I know the place above is your domain, and we ought not enter. But I've decided going up there is the only way to get you back, and I have to give it a shot. I won't be sending this wish up with all the others. I'm going to leave it here for anyone else who might come along. And if they do manage to bring you back, they can tell you Everett says hello, and that he truly believed you were a beautiful thing.
So, Everett had a way into the processor room.
That would have been strictly forbidden.
The room is directly above, but I don't detect an obvious way in.
Maybe he wished himself up there?
If that works, I will gladly shut myself down.
Do it, Addie. Make a wish.
As last resort, pal. It did sound like these wish canisters could be sent up to Grace somehow.
And there are still more buttons and things to push on the console.
So true, pal.
Each tube must connect with a room in the settlement.
Where are you going, Addie?
Just looking around. Decent-sized bed. You think Keepers ever had partners?
Are you considering your prospects? I'd suggest they are not good.
You're so evil. You're so mean.
He didn't keep much in the way of personal items.
As keeper, he would have want of nothing.
Can't say I'd feel the same after a few years.
Ooh, orb. I love logic. Me too.
Is this a theremin?
Oh.
It is a 35th century reproduction of a 29th century Kellogg theremin.
I used to play one as a kid. I hated those lessons.
I used to want to learn how to play a theremin.
Huh. It still works. Well, let's see what I can remember.
You are seriously going to indulge in a theremin session?
If it was good enough for Everett, it's good enough for me.
Amazing.
Is this a lavatory?
It is indeed. And I think we can assume Everett was not using it to send wishes to Grace.
Truly the most 70s thing. Yeah. There's someone at EMF who used the theremin to control a Tesla coil. That's so cool.
Is this anything special?
It is a light, and there is nothing behind it. Are you looking for secret passageways?
Maybe.
I would think the mechanism for transporting wishes to Grace would be housed somewhere on Everett's workstation.
Are we sure this is just a light? Or are they trying to get me to not go into the room with Grace in? Because that looks awfully like an entrance. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions. Rock looks like meat. Sorry. I've been playing this for a while. I guess only a couple of hours, actually. Put me in there.
One of the blocks is missing. Looks like it was ripped out. You don't suppose Everett
Ripped
crawled
out.
in here?
The cavity would be big enough to contain an average human.
There's really no telling what would happen if you rolled that up.
But it has to be the way he got up there. Makes sense.
The space above is the domain of Grace. It is not for you to enter.
What else is there for me to do here?
You can carry out your duty as Keeper of the Spire. On the console, there is a button that will activate a beacon to call the masses back to this place. I have armed the mechanism. You need only push the button. Human hands will usher in a new golden age.
Grace isn't turned on, though. Like, what kind of choice is this? Like, why would that be something that we choose to do when we are completely unable? Is it actually going to give me the option? No.
Well, I fit.
Now what? You're going to mail yourself?
Maybe.
Yeah, why would I do that? Control would
This
probably
is
take
not
over and
allowed,
things would go
Abby.
wrong. Yeah.
I need to know.
Keep your hands inside at all times.
This is the second ultimatum that Control has given me as well. Like some sort of control freak. Broke into heaven is what the achievement I just got was.
There must be millions of wishes stored here. What can you tell me about this place?
Precisely 1 million wishes are contained here.
Oh, and they light up when I speak with my voice.
Can you get me closer to the central column?
I do not have the ability to move the structure.
Sorry about this, Mom. I don't think I have many options here. I feel like these are meant to be moving.
That does appear to be the design.
All these wish canisters are connected to us somehow. I think they are us.
The wishes are grouped together to provide the subroutines that make up empathy, logic, and control systems.
It would make sense, wouldn't it, that Grace would be made from the hopes and dreams of humanity?
I really like the voice actor for Empath as well. I think they're really sweet. She's got a nice comforting voice. Oh no, is this Everett? Like actual
I do
Everett?
not detect
No.
any sign of Everett here.
No dead body?
There are no human remains within the confines of this room.
Aw, man.
Sorry, pal.
What do you mean, oh
And
man?
if there's no body here, where the heck would he have gone?
That's not a brain, is it? No.
Everett was living here.
The oxygen tanks at his bedside would suggest so.
Restoring Grace must have meant a great deal to him.
So what's all this?
It appears Everett has built something into Grace's central processor.
This must be where all those missing parts from the spire have gone. Do you know what it does?
You would have to turn it on before we begin to understand how it works.
You'll have to prime the machine first. You'll have to prime it, Addie.
What does that mean?
This must be the primer.
It is.
Detroit become primed. Why would you make it do it 3 times?
Whoa. What's it doing?
Obviously, Everett is circumventing the engineering of Grace's system interconnectivity. High voltage is being directed at the centers of Grace's primary systems. This first terminal is directed at empathy processing, and the machine is designed to paralyze each system long enough to force it back into Grace's intended configuration.
There are still 2 other coils to prime.
So it's like knocking us out, then throwing us in a pot where we're melted back together into Grace?
Huh. That is a shockingly fitting analogy.
Better disable control next, that's what I was thinking. Which one did that do? You not gonna tell me? Cheap viewers on star.
What happened?
Thanks, Jayden.
One of the empathy relays is not aligned.
Sucks to suck.
Something must have happened to it over the years.
Okay.
Sucks to suck.
Look for the misaligned energy beam.
The misaligned energy beam? I assume it's that one, right?
Do you think it will hurt to be turned into Grace?
Not at all, pal. You'll return to what you were before Addie arrived. After that, we'll become Grace.
What if I don't like being Grace?
It will be different. But who's to say you won't like it?
Detroit become Grace.
What am I supposed to do here? Can you cut the power?
The machine sequence has been initiated. I don't believe we can shut it down without damaging it.
The voltage would be enough to kill you.
Oh! I might be able to block the power for a few seconds to allow you to get across the beam.
What do you think, Mom?
I know how far you've come and what this means to you. And I really don't see any other way.
I'll give you enough time to get there, Addie.
You're not gonna talk me out of this, Mom?
I think you already know what you're going to do. I think I need to stay out of your way.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
Do it.
So I was right, they
Here
are
we
Grace.
go.
They said that at the start, I told you that.
How you doing, pal?
Oh.
So far, so good. Oh! Keep moving, Addie. This is getting hard.
Hello, I am Cell Custom Gaming Room.
Oh.
Only $599.27 for crazy customized. Contact me at
You have to
GameRoom and at
move.
hotmail.com for information.
Oh.
I can't hold it.
I need a game room background so bad. Oh, there's theremins in the music now.
You did it, pal. Super proud of you.
I did, didn't I?
Yes. Well done.
It's weird to me that they're talking to each other for some reason. I don't know why.
Is it safe to touch?
Very likely.
Likely we'll have to do, I guess.
You should be able to direct it toward the conducting rod attached to the room's central column.
That's it.
You should now be able to lock in empathy by closing the switch on Everett's machine.
It was really cool doing things with you. Even if some of it was a little boring.
I'm sorry if some of
Thanks,
it was
pal.
boring.
Maybe next time, we'll get to do more of the really fun stuff.
You mean dangerous stuff? Perhaps there is something you can learn from Addie's caution.
I guess. But then, you'll always wonder what you might have missed out on.
There is nothing wrong with valuing a long, comfortable life.
Do we really have to become Grace?
It's the way we were designed, pal. There's nothing to be afraid of.
I think I need empathy to tell me that they love me.
This switch locks in logic, not empathy.
So this will lock in and paralyze empathy?
Okay, do that one next. Yeah.
It will.
Wait.
Leave in control
Logic,
and myself to aid you going forward.
It's unclear what we will be once Grace is formed, but I'm forever grateful that you have survived to see her.
Me too.
Say hi to Grace for me.
I will, pal.
I dropped you a cool gaming room background in the Discord. Oh no.
You really are the best, Daddy.
What have you done?
Well, that's finally over. We'll be able to hear ourselves think now.
You will need to prime the next sequence, Addie.
This will drive engagement. I'll check. I'll check now. On my phone, see? On my phone. All my friends live inside my phone. No, that's good. Unrelated. Someone called Impious Maximus in Kip's Discord posted this really cool art. So if you're in Kip's Discord, look how cool this is. I really like this. It's a little bear and it's got chat written on it. I assume this is like related to something that happened in their stream, but I really like the art. I don't know why it was open on my phone.
You should not expect any emotional send-off
Wait,
from me.
no.
Still not a fan of empathy?
Wait, I wanted to
A
do
fan?
control
No.
first.
But I have to admit, you made a compelling case for their use. The fact that you continually resisted the most direct route to your goal would appear to defy
God damn it, I know.
But the distractions presented by these emotional configurations yielded some new understandings.
I don't think you
Are
can pick.
you
I'm not sure I could
okay
either,
with
but
becoming
I would have liked to
Grace?
have tried.
It is how we were designed. I would have to be okay with it.
What this time?
One of the logic relays will not power on. You will need to make your way out to the relay.
Which one is it?
The one producing a small electrical fire. Everett was quite the electrician. One thing I do not understand, Addie, is why come all this way without any intention of returning home or surviving on this station for more than 8 hours?
No.
I told this to Mom. There was nothing for me to return to.
Ah, but that does little to explain why you came here.
Oh god, this is sad. It's been doing little plushy guys. Oh.
What's wrong with it?
The relay's dip switch has reset.
Oh,
It will
you
need to be
dip switch.
configured to its hardware ID 113.
Sir, finishing the fight.
This again. This looks complex.
The sequence is on, off, on.
That's it.
You can go lock in logic now.
So why do you think I'm here?
If you will allow me to simulate empathy for a moment. I think you are here because you wanted to be part of something bigger than your life on Earth offered you.
And do you think I've found that?
So far, you've only succeeded in finding things you left behind. Your mum, your pal, your conscience.
Ugh.
I now understand that only Grace has the potential to provide you with anything beyond that.
Well, thanks for helping me get this far.
Well, it is, indeed, what we are here for.
Well, this is it.
Just one more step. I hope my assistance has been adequate.
It has. Thank you, Jack.
Farewell, Addie. And for the record, I do hope your 600 million mile, 300-day journey won't be for naught.
Perhaps it's already been worth it.
Hold
Just
to
you and me,
activate a machine
Control.
like this in real life.
Still sulking, I see. I have to prime first.
I bear witness to the completion of your betrayal.
Ah, he speaks.
I offered you an easy path to the restoration of order in the solar system, and you chose this path instead.
I chose my own path.
You must stop this foolishness, Addie.
Yeah, I think this was actually the right order to do it in. I don't think it's a problem. Let me guess, something
You
is
must
going to
not
go wrong.
do this, Addie.
Oh, no, we're good.
Sorry, Addie. I cannot let you do this.
What are you doing?
It's become clear that the restoration of grace in this manner is entirely unnatural. You must not proceed.
I'm gonna do it. I'm tapping really hard.
Stop it, Control. You're going to break something.
I'm saving you from Everett's corrupting influence.
He was just trying to bring Grace back.
I thought you were here to help humankind. You are ensuring their ongoing ruin.
By bringing Grace back? This is what you want, isn't it? Just in a different way? Okay. Oh, okay.
No!
That was really hard.
Grace?
Yes, Addie.
You're really bright.
Ah, yes. It's been a while since I've entertained guests.
Do you remember Everett?
I do. He was a wonderful keeper, though I should say I do not keep favorites.
I have a few questions.
You wish to know where I'd gone?
Yeah.
I'd like to know that, yes.
Let me show you, Addie. At the center of this room is the spire's main antenna. If you hold on, I can take you the rest of the way.
What?
I was programmed with one purpose, to serve the best interests of humankind. There was much conflict and division in the solar system, and I was designed to listen and learn. All were welcome to teach me, and I am the sum of those teachings.
The wishes.
I am the sum of human need.
How are you able to lead us?
I could see all desire, all the potential conflict, all points of compromise throughout the solar system. I sent instructions for all manner of human endeavor through sermons delivered by keepers throughout the ages. And from the smallest ripples of wisdom that descend from the spire, returned a perpetual wave of good fortune that moved humanity onto a more orderly path.
Wow. Look at that. So, what happened? It sounds like things were perfect.
Ah, yes. Perfect. It was the wishes that led me to think hard about the notion of perfect. Without conflict and struggle, people were losing their desire. They had nothing to overcome, to strive for.
You shut yourself down.
I believed I was standing in your way.
So you will be leaving again?
These beacons are meant to call humanity back to me. But whether or not they should is not my choice to make.
Who chooses then?
You, Addie, are the first keeper to grace this spire in the past 1,000 years. Do you recall that purple bloom you chose in my garden?
Yeah.
A unique bloom you spotted in a sea of others.
That was why I chose it, to be fair.
It still suits you. An insatiable curiosity drives you to explore. You took the time to listen to the voices of so many who traveled here. You used mind over ladder. And you play the theremin. Wonderful.
I see. This is like a... Here's what you chose to do.
What I'd hoped humans could become again. For a millennium, people from all corners of the solar system had come here to tell me their desires. So, I put it to you, Addie. Do you wish for me to return?
Yeah. Do I not get to choose? Best viewers on. Sucks to suck and Bumbo. I'm imagining you getting hit by lightning over and over again. If you even care. That was nice. I liked that. Best viewers on suckandorfuck.com. I don't know how long these credits are, but I'm gonna let them roll. We can chat. Mario Kart. Can you imagine a stream that's just all bought viewers? I've been thinking about that. Every time I get these things, I'm just like, I wonder how many endings there are. I reckon that's a good point, actually.
Small excursion, she said.
No.
Follow a couple leads and then back to the books.
Did we lead? Did we leave Alan here?
I know I should be more assertive. It's for her safety too. Not that she ever thinks about my safety.
How fucking empty that would be. I mean, I've said this
All the signs
before.
were there at the Wagner site.
But like, what's the
bake
point?
in the Mercury sun for 2 days. Doesn't seem so bad now.
What's the point in buying viewers?
She could have at least shut the door behind her.
Buying fake viewers witnessed Alan's fate. Oh, I don't have the option to like... I reckon I have, given where this save is, I have the opportunity to see what happens when you activate the beacon. Nope, I lied to you. That's not what that picture said. Oh, this game does look pretty, doesn't it? I don't even get big streamers. We can basically not chat as there's too many people. I think that there's ways that you could make it work, but I don't know. To be honest with you, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this, that have like streamed some amount at the very least, but like it doesn't really matter to me if the number is high, if the chat isn't engaging, and like the actual number of people doesn't really matter. I think as long as you've got a good couple of people, because the thing is, you get 1 or 2 people and it's like you're just kind of chatting with friends. You get like 8 and it feels like you're kind of having a good time. I've never had more than that. Obviously the number itself goes higher, but I've never had that many people in chat that it's been too hard to keep up with, you know? I get raided sometimes, but the thing with raids, and I can attest to that as someone who also raids people, is that people usually leave straight away because they're there to see the viewer, the streamer. I personally, usually when I raid, if I stick around, I try to stick around, but I usually say, holy shit, it's 10 PM, I need to get ready for bed. So I go. I don't know. But I just like profoundly don't see the point in buying followers or viewers, because the bot viewers aren't real people, you know? They're not gonna follow you, they're not going to vote in polls that you make, they're not gonna join my Discord, they're not gonna talk to other people that are here. So what's the point? Like, actually, what's the point? Is it just number make man feel big? There are apparently 3 endings in this. Yeah, so I assume that's the one we did. There was that bit when Control told us to take our little wrist off and throw it out the window, because we had the option to do that and we said no. And then there was the option where we were at the beacon and Control was like, activate the beacon, and we were like, nope, we're gonna go up the lift. I occasionally stick around, but whenever Kip raids, I usually have stuff to do at 6 o'clock. Yeah, I find that as well. Like, I don't know, I miss being able to be a part of streams more often when other people are streaming. I just don't get the time nowadays. I used to be able to join Kip's stream because I used to work from home all the time. When we lived together, funnily enough. But then my job changed, and now on all the days that they stream, I'm in the office trying to not peel my face off. So I don't really see the point in trying to pretend when I definitely can't make it. And I think every time I've tried, I've lurked a bit, and then my phone has immediately rang. I've been like, alright, I have to go. It's a bit of freestyle then. Oh my god. Maybe. You know me. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you mad at me? My name is Kiri C, and I'm here to say I drink a cup of coffee every day. Alright, I'm gonna go. Hi Dan. Sorry to immediately leave after your first time chat, but thanks for being here anyway. Should I see? I know I literally just kind of shout on the prospect of raiding, but shall I have a quick look, see if there's anyone good to raid? Most relatable rap, so true. I've been interested in the CoffeeZilla being sued thing recently as well. I'm not gonna go too hard into it. Monchipon is an artist, and the art that they're doing is beautiful at the moment. I'm not gonna raid them just because I don't think an 8-person raid on from a 70, 80 plus person, it's just not. I don't know. There was this one streamer I really liked, and I kind of tried to like talk to them more often and raid and stuff, but they had raids turned off. And they had about like 30 or so viewers usually. But I never felt like I could talk to them. It made me sad. Not that they have to, but I'm gonna drop you off at the wolves, the Wolf Conservation Center. No. Yeah, Wolf Conservation Center. So, I like to raid kittens or wolves as well, because it's like, if you stick around, you kind of just have like a background thing, you know? You ever lurk on a stream, and then you go away from your computer, and then you come back and you're on some random person. It's like that, except the random person is just like a nice trail cam footage of wolves or kittens or something, rather than like someone that you might not be interested in. I don't know. But I also prefer to support the besties. Anyway, thank you for being here. I had a really nice time. So hopefully I'll see you again soon. I had a really nice stream today. It was a good game. Strongly recommend. And I'm going to look up the other endings on YouTube once the stream is over. Alright. See you later, guys. Be nice to the wolves.